We've heard it said around the boatyard that wooden boats rot, steel boats rust, but fiberglass boats, they just sit there and wait. And this one, our 56-foot Derek Kelsall foam sandwich catamaran, has been waiting a very long time. 7 years in the sail yard, sitting in limbo until two clueless kids showed up the day before auction with zero fiberglass knowledge and their very optimistic mate Ty. He looked her over, grinned and said she might just be worth the gamble. A few tears, a few desperate calls to friends who could loan us the cash, and by the next morning we were ready to risk our savings and our sanity on a dream. It was the only chance we would ever get to own a catamaran, and fate had already cracked the door open. We just needed to walk through it. We're now 48 days into the build. We're living on our Adams 35, working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week on the Kelsall 56, learning as we go, again. When we moved on to our still motto back in 2021, we barely knew port from starboard when it came to rust treatment. But we learned, we asked questions, and we gave it a solid crack. And now we're doing it all over again. Steering systems, diesel engines, and the wild world of fiberglass. The most exciting chapter so far was building our own rudders and shaping this hull back to life. In this episode, we're tackling the final sanding and a bit of glassing, because this boat has waited far too long to fill the ocean and we can't afford to waste a second. There's a reason we've stayed at this boatyard after all the drama that happened a couple of weeks ago, and it's because it's comfortable, it's safe, we've got a really beautiful community of people around us, and the people that work here are bloody awesome. We need to access the bottom of the keel so that we can glass it and paint it, and we were assuming that we wouldn't be able to do that until the last week before we get put back in the water when they're lifting the boat so we can fit the keels under. Oh, not the keels, the rudders. But all of the crew at the boatyard have come here to help chock up the boat under the bulkheads so that we can lift the keel off those blocks and we can begin to treat it.
Just come for a little bit of a mulberry break and to talk to you about what I'm doing, because it's blowing my mind every time how long I forget how much paint prep takes. Sanding, fairing, getting everything beautiful just takes 5 times, 15 times, 200 times longer than you ever imagined. The regrets sending this hull are so real right now. I can't even tell you. Anyway, I'm living with my past, not mistakes, but just decisions. This port hull's almost finished. This is where I'm coming into my realizations of how long this stuff takes to get it perfect. But right now what I'm doing is going along the keel because there's still a little bit of really old masking tape on there. Alan's given me a really nice chisel that I'm sharpening up on 1500 grit and just running it down the masking tape line, because this stuff is prehistoric. The National Museum of Australia actually hit me up and they want to get some of the tape to put on display, but yeah, just kidding. Got my Evolve skateboard. Very handy if you're doing work close to the ground and moving constantly.
to go paint that next coat with us talking crap.
Not much. Come on, give us a break.
We did that in 2.5 hours.
Wow. Holy dooly. I reckon that's our quickest yet.
That was quicker than yesterday.
Yeah.
That was definitely quicker than yesterday.
Wowee.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's good. Man, it makes my side that I did look so rubbish, but
we had a plan. We had a plan on this side. That side was just go.
Yeah.
This side we'd come up with a strategy of how we're going to do it quicker.
And we pumped it. It looks really good.
Yeah.
Is it fair?
Yeah, that's fairly fair. Like that's pretty good. Oh, that feels so nice.
Oh yeah.
That feels so good.
And like we removed a lot of stuff that, because it's like almost now with the glasses, the surface level, that's fair, and it's like excessive. Not that it's adding excessive weight, but like how much weight do you reckon?
There was some places that it was thick,
So thick.
and some places like here that was just thin. Like you just put the sand on and gone.
Yeah. So they must have bogged it all, and then that's what they've sealed it up with, whatever that was.
That black.
That tar, something. Tar, yeah, pretty much. It's funny, I had this side prepped ready to go, what I called prepped anyway, and this side is now more prepped than that side was. Nice one. Thank you.
Bots.
Thank you. So why was that so much faster than the other few sides, do you think?
I think because we followed a process, a simple process of you removed the outer layer of the paint, which is the hardest part of the paint. So any 2-pack paint, most paints actually, the outside goes gloss. Even though that looked matte, it still goes hard. So it's got this like film on it. You took that off, which allowed me to come behind you and just take the back of it off. So it kind of like a double process almost.
Good, because I would put a pad on and then I could just flog the pad over and just go over the hard stuff at the top and just constantly watch the color change until it went light, until I started seeing patches, and then I'd move on from there. Whereas then you were constantly putting on fresh pads and they were just eating through that and not getting so blunted by that hard part at the beginning.
Exactly, that hard part in the beginning was blunting the pads yesterday. I was
so
going through harder pads.
Yeah, and that's why it's so inefficient yesterday when
we smashed it out.
It's funny being on a roller chair though, because you're trying to like actually stop the chair from rolling away because you're applying a certain amount of pressure onto the so it's like, whereas Alex has got a camping chair, and that's good because he just gets to kind of drive against the camping chair. And I would have liked to get a time lapse of Alex hopping his camping chair all the way down along the boat.
You probably did in the last part of the video. You probably got that. Was actually that would have been a good video. Me trying to hop and drag it along.
So classic. It's been a big job setting this hole, as you would imagine. I mean, it's a 56-foot cat. But the only real reason that I felt confident enough to do this is because Alex has loaned us good gear. Having proper orbital sanders with, you know, a shop vac or like a really good vacuum attached to it has been crazy. Like, good equipment, and it really shows. But I'm halfway through sanding this last keel and the vac stopped working. The amount of dust that's coming up is wild. I've checked the vac and it is chockers. So I'm going to empty it and I'm going to show you how good these things work at sucking up the dust. I don't know, there must be probably 15 kilos of dust in there. The bag's chockers, and you can't like empty the bag, you have to throw the bag away and replace it. So it's good because it actually contains all of that dust. Otherwise, if you just like chuck it into a bin and then the next time the bin gets emptied into a truck, it's just going to go back into the atmosphere anyway. So pretty good design. Maybe 15 kilos is an exaggeration, but 8, 10, stripping kilograms off this hole so we can put a bit more stuff in it. I've been cranking the tunes whilst I've been sanding because I'm working by myself. Usually I'm a roots and blues type of fella. Phoebe is super into her house. And right now she's off shopping, doing our provisioning for the week so we can keep fed, keep healthy, keep enough energy in our systems to run the marathon that is this project. And we've kind of been texting a little bit while she's been away because we spend every single day together. When we're apart, we spend our time thinking about each other, so it's really hilarious. And like the amount of time we spend together, we're on such similar frequencies. So this morning I found this radio on Spotify. We use that to find heaps of really great new music, and I was listening to this house song, and I sent Phoebe a song from that radio saying, I think you'd like this. And then she's like, check out this song, and the song that she said to me was the radio that I was listening to. So we've been apart for the day, we've both been listening to the similar song. It's so funny, but it's been getting me through. What I did want to show you is the keel and the repair I have to do on the keel. Down here is a bit of carbon that's been glassed around the actual keel itself. We're not really sure what it's for. I mean, obviously it's to strengthen and protect the keel, the shoe of the keel itself. Like, I know carbon is a great construction method, but I know that it kind of is a little bit brittle for impact. Maybe if they were trying to strengthen this or protect it, maybe Kevlar would have been a better material to put around that. Regardless, we're going to use it, and if we're settling on the ground anywhere, that will hopefully protect the shoe of the keel. There's 2 patches, one on either keel, and pretty much in the exact same location on the outside of the boat around the mid keel. I don't know what's happened. There's a little bit of damage there, but what's happening is the carbon has been peeling away pretty much. So what we have to do is sand that back until we lose all the sections where it is actually separating. Once we got a clean join from the fairing compound or the glass below and the carbon, we're then going to sand that back, prep it, and we're going to put some glass over it. So obviously I haven't been doing any glass work apart from the rudders, so I'm still very green to this, but it's really important to get this right because we're sanding so much of this away and we're starting again. Any little shaggy bits are going to allow for water to get under it, and then that could travel through all the fairing compound again like it has on the decks or different places. That's going to cause us, I don't know, just major dramas. And like, we're doing it once, we got to do it properly. So this is my first little insight into glassing glassing by myself. I think that there's a good chance that there's been a few different people who've been doing the fairing work on this boat, and someone wasn't up to scratch because there's a lot of just imperfections in the bog mix in different places. Like, that's where we're seeing our cracking and little fractures under the bog. I don't know whether that's going to be a drama long term. The parts that we can, and quite easily, we're going to take away. All right, now that the sanding's finished, it's time for some more sanding. We've got most of the black stuff off. What we're gonna do now is run through with an 80 and just fair all the way up and down the hulls and just take off any highs and lows before we put some bog on it. There are some inconsistencies. I didn't do a perfect job, never do, especially because we're learning as we go. This is gonna be a good process because it's really gonna come to life. How we can check that is we're just running up and down. I mean, it's really fair as it is. This is the perfect example of why it was a good thing that we ended up sanding this hull. The fairing compound here, I'm not exactly sure, and you might be able to tell me exactly what's happening with it, but as I come around with the spatula, my final sand, that's okay because I've gotten the rest of that away, but there's these cracks like up here. The glass below it is like, it's almost waxy. It's almost like they haven't removed the wax in that bit, because that's nicely sanded, but that's just like not good. And there's more cracks here. Just gone through and had a look around the rest of the hull. This is sort of the only area that the cracks actually appear, so I'm just going to open them up and do what's right. another day of sanding because we put some micro balloons on the hull yesterday. We're getting ready for our ship shape epoxy undercoat. There's holes. We're not perfect at sanding, so we did a few little dodgy bits, plus there's also some major cracks in the fairing compound that they've used previously. When we did sand away some of the black coatings, there were holes from just like what came off. It pulled bits of the bog off. I don't really quite understand what happened, but this is the major work that we did here. This is on the starboard side. It's come up like really fair now, which is great because I had to take out like pretty significant amounts back to glass here, and there's kind of maybe say 10 mil of bog that was stepped there. So gonna patch prime all those little bits because they are micro balloons. They're not completely waterproof, so we have to put a bit of extra epoxy coating over that. We're gonna go through and patch prime all those little areas, even the little bits of fiberglass that are still exposed where we've taken back the fairing to that. Tomorrow we'll do our first big coat, and then so on and so on and so on. Do I look okay?
Yeah, you look a bit bedraggled, but
I feel a bit bedraggled. It's so weird at the moment. My energy is like I'm tired until like 11, and then like come 2 o'clock I come onto boost. I'm like powering through till 7 p.m. It's been big days, very tiresome. We're about to paint the boat, and we want to do our patch repairs on the keels before we do that. There was this whole section of carbon that was delaminating and peeling off, so we're going to just do a fiberglass patch over this. This is actually our first solo fiberglass work we've done on the boat, so I'm pretty excited. It's pretty intimidating. I feel like I don't know exactly what we're doing, and we don't, but we've had a lot of different advices and opinions. We're going to go for 1 layer of double bias, not sure exactly on the thickness of that, and then we're going to go surfboard cloth, and then we're going to go peel ply. We're hoping not to sand this, and it's not so much a structural patch as they've kind of just used the carbon to create like an encapsulation of the keel, like a shoe on it basically. So we're just going to be kind of fairing it in and making it watertight again in those sections. It's already got all the glass that's laid over in there, so it's strong enough as it is. We're just going to be sealing it up because they're a funny little shape. We've marked up our templates on a bit of paper that we got out of, yeah, you guessed it, the bins. Been trying to use these scissors that we got given to us because we don't have any scissors here. They didn't work very well on the double bias. They really didn't work very well on the surfboard cloth, and they didn't work at all on the peel ply. So I went over and pinched some tin tips off Alex, and yeah, they went about as good as you can imagine. And with thanks to our patrons, we can go and buy our own pair of designated glassing scissors. These things are going to cop a flogging on this boat over the years, and it's really nice to get really beautiful tools. So thank you to our patrons.
I'm going to use them to chop some branches down off the mulberry tree later.
Yeah, and the next thing they're going to chop is Phoebe's hair off if she does that. What we're going to do now is just cut this surfboard cloth to shape. Actually, I'm not even going to tell you what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, because I'm the least experienced person in this boatyard for glasswork, and I have absolutely no standing to be educating people on this. So if you have any tips, drop them in the comments, because you know we need them.
Pull it to get that kink out, yep. Oh yeah, that's it.
Do you reckon that's a fetish?
Scissors sliding?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and I've got it. Oh, that what's the opposite of a fetish? That's it.
A trauma?
Is that enough gap between them?
Nah, give it a good... So what I meant was move this up.
Why have we got P on S and S on P?
Well, that's...
Oh, you're just keeping me on my toes.
The world works in mysterious ways. I'd really like you to just try and use a lot less tape because we're on a really tight budget.
Oh, sorry.
And that's like quite a big expense that you...
Yeah, I don't know. I get weird around tape.
We could have used probably like...
A quarter of
that?
That
probably could last us 2 boat projects. We could probably keep this for the next... Gosh!
What are you gonna do today, Napoleon?
Whatever I feel like I want to do. God!
So we're going to be using this epoxy. This is some epoxy that we got given. It's from France or Germany.
Resultec. It's French. Mélange.
It's French. It's good. Everything French is good.
Except for the French.
I was just about to say the same thing. I was just about to say, except for the French. You know what you're putting on the boat?
That stuff. This, we know. Yeah, we're just going to use it. We got to get rid of it.
Okay, just...
It's not like it's a structural bit. So I put my peel ply down. I put a little blob there to hold that down. And then I wet out a little bit on that.
So the whole point of it is not to just put it on. You want to saturate and rub it in so that when you pull it, it pulls everything with it.
All right, so the peel ply, and then double bias, and then the the surfboard mat, and then the double bias. Yep, cool.
Saturate the surface.
And and go between. Yep, I'm gonna do one side first, and then we'll do the other side.
Don't use that one. I got
don't
your
use that
other
one.
mask.
Where's the other one like that? That's the one I broke.
No, I broke it. I broke mine too.
Okay, so we're going 2 to 1. So up at the top, 2 to 1. And what we'll do, that's a pod A, is that one. So we'll pour that one first. So what we'll do is we'll probably pour it we'll go to the 4, to the 4.
Okay.
So slowly, because it'll come up pretty quickly, yeah? So slow down just before it, and then let it settle. A little bit more. Then now remember that one, you pour to the second, to that 4. And then just give it a
Alright, let's go.
Get a good scrape on the side. Because sometimes the hard no, like that.
Well, it's my only job, so I gotta do it right.
I'm just gonna do a blotch there and blotch there so it sticks on there.
You're being so frugal with it.
Compared to when we did the rudders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The boys are just slapping it on.
Yeah, just put it on. Don't be scared. You want lots of resin. You don't want air bubbles, so just put it on.
I think Phoebe can make another.
Pour it. Phoebe might as well make a little bit more.
Great. This is the template, so you can get a bit of an idea as to where the epoxy needs to go.
Is this just to make the surface like tacky for it to stick on? How thick do you want it?
No, not thick.
Just a nice little...
Yeah. Go up a little bit.
Perfect. Back to me a touch.
Do you run over it with something to get the bubbles out?
I got it in my pocket. Can you effectively roll out when there's plastic on it?
Yes, just keep rolling.
I really like glass. This is so cool.
Bit better than
So
welding.
much easier than steel, yeah. Oh, great work, babe.
Thank you.
You're huffing and puffing in that
Am I?
microphone, yeah.
It's very serious
Very,
work.
very serious business there with your little roller.
How much pressure realistically do you need to be applying? You're trying to get resin out, or you're just...
No, you're trying to get air bubbles out.
Yeah.
So when you're going up, I try to stick to one direction.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So don't press too hard.
No, you're not trying to press all the resin out.
On surfboards, they try and get rid of a lot of the excessive...
Yeah, you're trying to get rid of the excessive...
But that's the weight because of the board, babe.
Yeah, and it's thin, and you're trying to get... This is not a surfboard.
Well...
This thing's going to bash through the waves, hit sandbanks.
No, well...
Good skipper admits when he hits shit, right?
Yeah, well, I haven't hit anything yet.
Like
though,
me.
so-
Oh, haven't you?
Oh, not on
at
this boat.
Oh, you fucking...
just trying to get out Yeah, we'll just paint over that tape. That'll be right. We're done. That patch is finished now.
Beautiful paint in about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
A bit tacky, but we can paint it.
Yeah.
What are you guys going to do with that for a couple of weeks?
Not much.
Not much. We'll just wait around.
We're going to do some patch priming now. We have to wait about 16 hours between coats.
Far out.
So yes, we'll do one this afternoon and then again tomorrow around midday.
We're going to be rolling it on, so we'll use a little bit of thinners, but we've been talking a long time about getting this boat ship shape, and now it's finally time.
Ship shape.
Yeah, baby.
We have been using... You don't we love it? We're like, we've been using Norglass products for about 5 years on Inner Bloom, and we're really stoked with how reliable it is.
Yeah, the 2-pack epoxy etch primer, because it's been hard to find something that's good for steel. And in fact, the first thing we got recommended was Norglass, and we got it straight away, and we've used it ever since because it works and it's reliable and we trust it. So without trying to rediscover everything new in the market, just going with something we trust. This is acting as an epoxy undercoat, pretty much like painting an undercoat just to waterproof all the hull, and it actually will feel and sort of fare as it goes a little bit too through the 3 coats, even though it is quite fair. But after our first, we're just going to patch prime this coat, but then after our first coat of full, like after we've painted our first coat, we're going to do a little bit of fairing. So any low
we got
points,
there. So we went on a journey.
Righto. Far out. This is what happens after 6 weeks of 12-hour days on a boat. Well, we're going to use the fairing compound from Norglass as well. We're just sticking with one brand for compatibility, something that we know and trust and love already. So, yeah.
All right, let's get priming. Yep.
Maybe we'll mix up our batch, and while that's going off together, we can go through and wipe all the bits, because I think it has a hardening time.
So we need something to open these with. Here, and just use that.
Not because it takes
What
the
about
nice edge
the
off it.
fiberglass scissors?
You wouldn't believe it. If Phoebe says it as a joke, you one day walk in and just doing it, and you're like, babe.
I have not.
Have you met the mulberry tree yet? I don't know.
Yeah,
if
I was
you've
looking
met
at
the
your shirt.
mulberry
You've got
tree.
mulberry splatters all over your shirt.
So the best thing that's happened to us since being in this boatyard is that when we got relocated, well, not the best, but I mean, it's pretty bloody good. Anyway.
Bought a 58-foot cut. The best thing about it is the mulberry tree.
It's the mulberry tree, dead set. As soon as we got here, it's just come into fruiting, and
you could gorge on it for 5 minutes. No blackberries there. Next day, come back, and there'll be some more there for you.
Yeah. I'm eating probably around 2 kilos of mulberries a day.
Yeah, it feels so like ancestral standing there and like nibbling at berries at a bush. It's really, I don't know, activated something in me. I'm like, oh.
Today is the day. I have been waiting for this day for weeks. And not only that, I've been trying to make this day happen sooner and sooner and sooner. And it hasn't worked out because I've needed to keep prepping. The boat is ready. We're going to be doing our final, well, not our final, but our first bottom coat after patch priming. I'm just so excited about this because it's going to be a visible transformation of the boat. Every single day we've come here so far to work for the last 6 or 8 weeks, I'm not even sure how long now, it's looked the same. We haven't washed it down. We haven't done anything that's tangible evidence of us like having worked and having completed all the mammoth tasks and projects we have to do on this boat. I mean, we have been working, we have been completing things, but the rudders aren't on the boat, and we're not looking in the engine bay and seeing a motor that's been running every single time we come here, right? So it's just like these little things that are going to make a big difference for our spirit and our energy in enduring and keeping on going in this project. I mean, it's just been really exhausting, but this is going to be a big one. There's a few things I need to do though before we roll on this bottom coat. I'm going to be using the Nor Clean to wipe down all the products we're going to be painting with today. That's just going to prep the surfaces. I need to tape up our sail drives and put a bit of plastic on them so we don't get any tape on them. We also have to prep these little areas that are below the acro props. They haven't been cleaned yet or sanded, so I'm just going to remove them one by one, clean, sand, tape up, and just put them back in place until I get there, and we're ready to paint them. We've done our fiberglass repairs yesterday, so we have to go and check that out and pull the plastic off that. We can actually do that right now, hey? Whoa, wait. Let's see how this goes. Whoa. I'm frothing on this first bit of fiberglass work. We're actually gonna have to sand this as well. So, lucky I remembered this. Geez, that plastic's coming off really easily. It's quite surprising, actually. Never done this sort of thing before, so I was nervous that the plastic was gonna be absolutely stuck. But if you don't sort of properly prepare a surface, then it makes sense that it wouldn't really stick around. And the plastic has bugger all adhering qualities, so it makes sense. It's really funny. I feel like where I'm at the moment with this sort of stuff is I'm still wanting to learn and get as much confidence as I can in my processes and things before I do it, that I'm actually kind of delaying the process of just doing it, learning, making mistakes and learning along the way. I kind of just need to get my confidence up by practicing now. I've got a bit of knowledge. Wow, so that worked exceedingly well. Wow, that's beautiful. All right, now peel ply. How do you get the peel ply off? So what's happened is, as I've rolled it out with the plastic on it, the resin's pushed over and come all over the top of the peel ply. Yeah, right, this is gonna be an interesting affair. Quite strong. It actually ended up working really well. It's not even protruded. Like, it could almost take a little bit of bulk. There's the peel ply there. I'm gonna go get something to help me get it off. Oh yeah, oh yeah. The peel ply leaves a nice textured finish under, well, on top of the surface that we've just glassed over, which it makes it really easy to re-glass over the top of that, I'm told. But we're still gonna need to do a light sand on it before we can actually paint over it and just clean up the daggy bits around the edges. See how this other side came up. come up beautifully. I'm really impressed with that. No air bubbles, very uniform, good. Right, I'm gonna try a different tactic today from the last few weeks where I'm getting really distracted. I'm running around and doing a million different jobs and not finishing any of them. So seeing as we've just peeled off the peel ply, I'm gonna get the sander and I'm gonna get set up and I'm gonna sand both those spots on the keels while we're there, because then we can tick that off 100% and we're ready to wipe down and put our primer undercoat on after that. Feeling that patch that we just did, I don't think I did the best job to roll it out because it is quite still a little bit wavy, like there's more resin in different spots, so it's come up a little bit uneven. I'll be able to fix that up with my filler, but it's still something that we got to try and work to do a lot better on because it just creates a lot more work. Just found a couple of little bits of what I believe is the surfboard glass, the top layer of glass that we did. That was just a little bit dry and I've peeled them off. I think maybe I didn't wet out enough or didn't get enough resin into those little bits of areas, but anyway, that's something I'll learn more as time goes on. I'm just gonna sand that away. I'm just trying to get a nice smooth edge all the way around here so that it'll be good to paint.
We've just given the whole wipe down, now we're getting into painting. We're really excited about this. This is gonna be a really satisfying job.
Oh, finally,
feel
progress.
Accomplished, yeah.
Hey? 46 days non-stop on this project and I can't justify a day off. In the late afternoons, after a full day of work, I go for a cruise on my Evolve board to check the bins. I can justify this because it saved us hundreds of dollars. We've found some real treasures in these bins and saved them from landfill. It's not healthy having all work and no play, so this is how I play. I don't know if you can tell, but this project has been hard yakka. I've been so deep in everything, the physical work, the planning, the organisation. So at the end of the day, to be able to jump on this Fusion and just go for a skate, clear my head, have fun again, all whilst doing something I love, which is going through the bins, getting presents and not having to walk. It's unreal. And like, I can plug this board into the solar, the inverter on the boat, charge it off the inverter. It's only 12.5 kilos. We can take it anywhere with us. It doesn't take up that much space in the boat. And it's got so many functions for work, putting the fun back into the daily grind, or just like cruising, transport, whatever you want. I mean, look at this thing. It's basically a ute. 2 3,000 watt motors, 200 amps of battery, 40k range, 44 kilometers an hour. Are you kidding? Let's go. You can get $50 off one of these with New Kids 50 off. Oh.
The energy's right and we can do this, man. The energy's right, then we can do this, fam. If the energy's right, then we can do this, man. If the energy's right, then we can do this. Energy's here, you're not ready for the wham. Energy's war, I've never been glam. Energy's sure like bars will land, like a missile straight to the plan. Energy's more than everything, man. Energy's mad, don't mess with the ram. Certain things in life gotta overstand. That's disappointing, don't do this, man. With 2 bars, flows too fast. 2 constellation and stars. 2 laughs, 2 hearts. Out of this world, is straight off the Mars. Said 2 bars, flows too fast. 2 constellation and stars. 2 laughs, 2 hearts. Out of this world and straight off the Mars. When the energy's right, I follow the path. Gotta know yourself, there's no one to ask. No one to turn to, take off your mask. Don't worry, there's no test to pass. Just live, stop taking, just learn to give. Stop blaming them and learn to forgive. I'll carry on doing my thing. I'll carry on doing my thing till we turn into a myth. Energy, 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 wow. To the energy, 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 wow. For the energy, 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 wow. To the energy, energy, energy.
I'm doing it! What if I ran right into you right now?